All right, Natties, what's cracking? Back day myths and movements that I hope you're not doing, and if you're doing them, we're gonna debunk pretty much why you shouldn't be. So number one, most annoying for me is this. As if there's not a whole seat here, one, where I'll still get the same amount of distance between hand and torso, right? I can still get the same extension of arm and pull into lap. Even if I were to pull higher, pull lower, it wouldn't matter. It'd all be the same shit. So you start to understand that this serves no purpose. The idea like, oh, well, I can brace my hip against the seat, right? Which is in turn gonna allow me to move more weight. This shit has feet pads. Why not brace through your feet in comparison through putting your hip up against the seat and bracing through your hip? Makes no sense. On top of that, more extension doesn't mean more lat. You got it. Yeah, you got it. It's just one of those things like I seen it and it looked like it was better, and because so-and-so did it, I'm gonna do it, now I'm better. Does not translate to back development, right? I understand it from a unilateral point, but then at that point, again, the seat is here, the feet pads are here for you to pull and brace through your feet, all right? So if you're on your knees, on the low cable row where there is a seat, get up. Next up, this is more so a lat pull down that you'll see a lot of beginners doing. Super stiff, super awkward looking. The intent is okay. Depending on who you watch and how good your movement is, moving in a vertical line like that is okay, right? But what I would promote to beginners, especially who have trouble feeling the lats or just back engagement overall, is coming out of posture, right? So create a line with your torso, with your body, right? See how my body is in the same line as this cable is? So when this cable shoots down, that line would shoot straight through my goods, right? And I don't want that. I want to come out of posture with my body. So here, I'm gonna get this head behind these delts essentially. So boom, and I'm gonna turn elbows forward. So as I pull down in, I rock back, squeeze here, let out. Cannot stress to you enough that in the gym, movement is your friend. The torso, the head, right? The neck, all of it moves. The waist, the back, it all moves. So move it. Don't move in as stiff a line as possible, because that's where you start to realize other things are taking over. If I was to continue to do this and just pull straight down, it's only a matter of time before forearms and biceps take over. And I'm like, damn, like I can't pull no more. Your back says we can go and we can keep going, but you don't have the wherewithal because the arms have given up. Again, come out of posture and move, right? Rock with that hoe. Oh, there it is. Isolateral front lat pull down. The beautiful part about this machine is that they have the highlighted areas on the machine to tell you how to use the machine and what the intent behind the machine is. So for whatever reason, this is what we see. This is universal. And it's not to say like, it's not to say it's a shit back movement, but it is a shit way to train lats. I think one of the comments I've seen before is, oh, like, well, that's not true because look at Sean Clarita and he does it. You're not Sean Clarita. That's mistake number one, thinking that, well, because the guy who is a 212 Olympia champion and top 5 in open when he did it, that means if I do it, it works. Like, it just works. That's bonehead mentality. That is the furthest thing from the truth. When you go here and you sit sideways, avoiding avoiding keeping the knees here, number one, which prevents a more stable pull, right? I'm all arm and bicep up until about right here. Now I can feel a little bit of lat, and then at the very end when I'm squeezing. But I have to contort and crunch down just a bit to get that sensation. So if I'm dead on, right, torso in front of me and just pulling, I feel more trap rhomboid than lat. This is a shit way to train lats. Just come here and use it as intended. So even if you go one arm at a time, at least now I have something keeping my legs down, which is the knee pad, and I can let out, right? Get that elbow and that hand away from torso, right? Keeping my torso up, right? Not contort it. Even if I contort it or lean to the side and reach and pull down in, far more beneficial. This is a far more beneficial pull every day of the week over this nonsense. And if Sean Clarita is doing it, or whoever you see doing it, and they have really good lats, they have had years, right? They have had years of moving in the gym and years worth of sessions to be able to feel lat in that regard. These guys who are on the Olympia stage know exactly how they're moving. They've been doing it for years. There's no guessing about, like, let me try to figure it out. You're the let me try to figure it out person, or I'm having trouble with feeling back engagement or lat engagement. So come in here and getting the arm and the torso, or the arm and the elbow away from the ribs and then pulling down. That's not gonna be of your benefit, my friend. That is gonna disadvantage you far more than it is gonna benefit you. So again, use the machine as it's intended here. Not only am I doing the video to help, but I'm also actually training. So I'm doing 2-in-1. Getting the actual training in and then teaching at the same time. That's where EAA Max is gonna come into play. As you can see, I'm dripping like shit, sweating bullets, thanks to Ape Shit Cuts. That is our thermogenic pre-workout, but I'm gonna replace some of those electrolytes that I've lost and some of the minerals that I've lost through my sweat. But EAA Max, if you want the same shit, just click the link in the description. Code DjSalMoney at checkout. You can get some of the same stuff. Because we about to come out this hoodie, that back gonna look nice. Between back and shoulders, these are the two pointers within my training that I'm most confident in because I know that they are the best parts of my body. So if there's anything you should pay attention to when it comes to my style of training or my style of moving in the gym, back and delts for sure. Hands down and up. What are you talking about? Let's go. I'm just trying to see some. Y'all see that? Look at the back piece of that shoulder. That's a rear delt. So next time somebody be like, yeah, but where even is your rear delt? On the back part of my shoulder, motherfucker, take a look. All right, Natties, that's a wrap on this one. Those are a couple movements that, if you're doing them, understand, like, I'm not telling you not to do them, number one, but number two, I'm telling you there are far more beneficial movements to help develop the back, right? I think some of the movements that we displayed in this video are detours to the result, right? If we looked up on Apple Maps how to get it back and it said, bam, this is the fastest route, it'll take you X amount of time. But then they have the other options where it's like a longer traveled route. Those are the longer traveled route options, right? So again, if you agree or not, by all means, do whatever the hell you want. But at the end of the day, just understand, like, there's better exercise selections. But that's gonna be a wrap on this one. As always, this video was sponsored by my two sponsors, Primeval Labs and the One Up Lifestyle. Code DjSalMoney for both. Links are in the description for both to get supplements, to get apparel, all that good trash, right? So the next one, be safe, be smart, and don't do nothing I wouldn't do, because y'all be doing some really stupid shit, especially out here on the roads. Y'all be driving like SpongeBob trying to get his damn license. It's just crazy. Keep training hard. Peace.